Hello friends, welcome to my channel Learning Electronics. I want to inform you that we have started a new channel for lectures in Hindi language. So if you want to see the videos in the Hindi language, then you can visit that channel and subscribe that channel for lectures in Hindi language, and the lectures in the English language will be uploaded in this channel of Learning Electronics, and the new channel name is Learning Electronics in Hindi, whose link will be provided in the description box below. So using that link you can go to that channel and subscribe that channel also. Please do subscribe this channel also, and also press the bell icon so that you can get more updated videos from here. In this lecture we are going to discuss Hurwitz criteria, which is the first method suggested by the scientist Routh. Before studying this Hurwitz criteria, let us discuss some important points related to Routh-Hurwitz criteria. Routh-Hurwitz criteria is also a method of finding the stability of control system as the pole location method. Routh-Hurwitz criteria presents a method of determining location of poles of characteristic equation with respect to left half and right half of S-plane without actually solving the roots of characteristic equation. That means with the help of Routh-Hurwitz criteria we can determine the location of poles of characteristic equation, that whether they are in right half of S-plane or they are in the left half of S-plane without finding the roots of the characteristic equation. Now let the transfer function of a linear control system is given by Cs by Rs is equal to B0 h to the power m plus B1 h to the power m minus 1 added up to Bm whole divided by A0 h to the power n plus A1 h to the power n minus 1 added up to An. Let this transfer function is equal to Bs by Fs. Here A and B are constants. From the previous method of pole location, we know that the denominator of this transfer function, that is Fs, when equated to 0 is called as the characteristic equation of the system. So Fs is equal to 0 is the characteristic equation of the system. Here Fs is given equal to A0 h to the power n plus A1 h to the power n minus 1 added up to An is equal to 0 is the characteristic equation. When we find out the roots of this characteristic equation, the roots of this characteristic equation will be the poles of the transfer function, and the poles of this transfer function will decide the stability of the system. Now let us discuss the necessary conditions but not sufficient conditions for Routh-Hurwitz criteria. In order that the characteristic equation has no roots on right half of S-plane, the necessary conditions are: first one is all coefficients of the polynomial have the same sign. That means all the coefficients of the characteristic equation either should be positive or should be negative. Second point is none of the coefficient vanishes. That is all the powers of S must be present in the descending order from n to 0. To understand this statement, let us take one example. S cube plus S square plus S plus 1 is equal to 0. This is the characteristic equation of a system. Here we can see that all the powers of S are present in the descending order in this equation. As you can see, after S cube, S square is coming, and after S square, S is coming, and after S, S to the power 0 is coming. That means all the powers of S are present in descending order in this characteristic equation. Therefore, this equation is satisfying the necessary condition of the Routh-Hurwitz criteria. Now let us take another example. S cube plus 2s plus 4 is equal to 0. Now in this equation we can see that after s cube term directly 2s is coming, that is s to the power 1 term is coming. After that s to the power 0 is there, but here s to the power 2 term is missing. That means this characteristic equation is not satisfying the necessary condition of Routh-Hurwitz criteria. The sufficient condition for all the roots of characteristic equation lie in the left half of the S-plane is given by scientist Hurwitz. Therefore, this criteria is referred as Hurwitz criteria. According to this criteria, the sufficient condition to have all roots in left half of S-plane is that the subdeterminants dk, where k is equal to 1, 2, 3 up to n, is obtained from Hurwitz determinant h must be positive. That means subdeterminants are determined from the Hurwitz determinant h, and all the subdeterminants should be positive, then only the system will be stable. If any one of the subdeterminant is negative, then system becomes unstable. Next one is method of forming the Hurwitz determinant. For this we are taking this characteristic equation Fs is equal to 0. This is the equation of Fs we have written from the transfer function of the linear control system. This is the general equation of the characteristic equation. So from this equation we will build the Hurwitz determinant H, which is equal to this type of determinant. So from this determinant we can see that the first row consists of odd coefficients of this equation and second row consists of even coefficients of this equation. And for building the third row, we have inserted first 0 in the determinant and then we have written the first row as it is, that is a1, a3, etc. Then for building the fourth row, we have again inserted 1 0 and we have written all the terms of second row as it is, that is a0, a2, etc. And after that, for building the fifth row, we have inserted 2 zeros first and then we have written all the terms of first row. Likewise, we have to build this Hurwitz determinant H, and from this Hurwitz determinant H we have to find out the subdeterminants dk. Here the order of this determinant is n cross n and n is the order of the characteristic equation. Now let us determine the subdeterminants. The subdeterminants dk where k is equal to 1, 2, 3 up to n are determined from the Hurwitz determinant H. So the subdeterminant d1 will be equal to a1, subdeterminant d2 will be equal to a1, a3, a0, a2 and d3 will be equal to a1, a3, a5, a0, a2, a4, 0, a1, a3. Likewise, we have to determine all the subdeterminants up to dk, and here dk will be equal to h. So first we will find out the d3. From this Hurwitz determinant, d3 will be equal to all the coefficients inside this red circle. You can see that. And we have to determine again for d2. d2 will be all the coefficient in this blue color box and d1 will be equal to this a1. In this way we can find out all the subdeterminants from the Hurwitz determinant H. So for the system to be stable, all the subdeterminants should be positive. To understand this method, let us solve one problem. Determine the stability of given characteristic equation by Hurwitz method. Here the characteristic equation Fs is equal to s cube plus s square plus s plus 4 is equal to 0 is given. So this is the characteristic equation given. Let this be equation number 1. Now we can write the general equation for the characteristic equation Fs, which is equal to this type of equation. Now from this equation number 1 we can see that n is equal to 3 is given. Here n is equal to 3. When we put n is equal to 3 in this equation, Fs will be equal to a0 s cube plus a1 s square plus a2 s plus a3 s to the power 0 is equal to 0. This s to the power 0 is equal to 1. So simply here we can write a3 only. Now let us take this equation number as equation number 2. Now we compare equation number 1 and 2. When we compare equation number 1 and 2, we will get a0 is equal to 1, then a1 is equal to again 1, then a2 is equal to 1 and here a3 is equal to 4 is given. Now we can determine the subdeterminants from these values of a0, a1, a2 and a3. Now since here n is equal to 3 is given, so we have to find out the values of determinants d1, d2 and d3. Okay, that means k will go from 1 to 3. So first we will determine d1 subdeterminant, which is equal to a1. So here a1 is equal to 1. So we will get d1 is equal to 1 and d2 is equal to a1, a3, a0, a2. We put the values of a1, a3, a0, a2 here. a1 is equal to 1, a3 is 4, a0, a2 are 1, 1. When we solve this determinant, we will get minus 3. Now we will find out d3. d3 is equal to a1, a3, a5, a0, a2, a4, 0, a1, a3. When we put the values of this coefficient, we will get a1 is 1, a3 is 4, a5 is not given in this characteristic equation, therefore it will be equal to 0. A0 will be equal to 1, A2 is again 1, A4 is not given in this characteristic equation, therefore it will be equal to 0. Again we have to insert 0 here, and here we have to write A1 is equal to 1, A3 is equal to 4. So this is the required determinant of D3. So when we solve this, we will get 4 minus 16 is equal to minus 12. So here we can see that two determinants, that is D2 and D3, are negative. Therefore, this system is unstable system. Now let us discuss the disadvantage of this Hurwitz criteria. First one is solving the determinant of higher order system is complicated and time consuming. Second, this method cannot judge number of roots lying in the right half of the S-plane for unstable system. Using this method, it is very difficult to predict the marginal stability. So because of these limitations, scientist Ruth has suggested a new method which is called as Ruth's method, or it is also called as Routh-Hurwitz method. This method we will discuss in the next lecture. So hope you have understood the topic. Thank you very much for watching, and please do subscribe my channel for more updates.